How we doing, my friends? Hope everybody's doing well. It's another one of these editions of It Is What It Is, brought to you by yours truly, me. You know, I'm always looking at videos because you learn more by looking at videos how people are fighting the trends that are going on, especially in the street. Okay, this is for educational purposes. And the reason I look at that, because I dissect what fads are there, what's going on, how people are fighting. Because usually people mimic others, okay? And that's what happens. A good pugilist is going to look at somebody else and he's going to pick up that jab that he threw, that bob and weave, how he moved, all that stuff. But on the video that I'm showing right here, I'm going to show right now, I want you guys to pay attention to it. You have an elderly gentleman that's fighting a younger man. The younger man's probably no more than 25 years old, but he's picking a fight on this individual, the older gentleman. He's probably about 45 above, maybe 40s above, okay? And what you see is, you see the typical posture of the street wannabe boxer, you know, the hands down, kind of doing this type of thing with his hands. You see that all the time. When we grew up, I knew who could box and who couldn't by the way they made their fists, okay? Back then, it was very common they'll put their little pinky out and do this kind of thing. Oh, believe me, if they struck something, they struck a forearm, you ducked and they hit your skull, that hand will be busted, okay? But enough of that. People right now, they made a poll and they did a little research on the percentage of individuals in America that do some form of martial arts in their life, that have trained in martial arts, okay? From you were a kid, in the military, whatever, doesn't matter what age. It's about 85% of Americans at one time or another have done some type of martial art, okay? If you look at the older gentleman, you struck him with a palm out, boom. Well, that strike is very common in boxing. That strike is very common, especially in boxing gyms that have a little bit more street element towards them. In Savate, they call that a baf. They also call it a pas dios, meaning a bear paw. You have that in Kempo, you have that in the Chinese arts, you have that in basic, you have it in capoeira, it's called a bofetada. And that type of strike was very, how can it's very effective. You know, you hit somebody, pop the ear, bust them back of the mandible, bring that person down. You shut them out real quick. You know, you never underestimate who you're fighting. This is something that I was told when I was in the life of Salvatore, was every time you're going to confront somebody, whether in the ring or in the street, you better take it for granted that that person knows more than you. So you better be on your game if you're going to get into a fight. Take it for granted that person knows more, is better trained, and better instructors than you. And that was something that we always took for granted. If I'm going to get in a fight, that person knows more than me, trains more than me, has better instructors than me, is better skilled, better trained. So you never underestimate your opponent. Classic example. Take that. You guys stay safe, be safe, and God bless you all. Till next time, keep them coming. It's fun. Peace.